Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is the first Freelo podcast. I'm here. I'm your host, Cole Kozalix Bereskin, with Mind of Karma and Salzu42 or Sahil Tarakia.
What?
What?
Nobody calls me Salted 42.
Well, you're Salzu42 now because Twitter.
No,
Change your Twitter.
it's gonna change soon, so don't worry about it.
You're bad. But yeah, this podcast is kind of coming out of nowhere. I've always wanted to do a podcast, and I thought Karma and Sal are perfect people to do it with. And we got a variety of things we're going to be talking about. It starts with Pro Series, and it's going to end with Battle Pass and our thoughts and what's been going on so far. So definitely listen to the end if you want to hear our thoughts on everything. And there's so much more. So yeah, this is also going to be a weekly thing. So every single Tuesday we're recording this. I want to post every single Wednesday the podcast. It will be on the podcast channel, so the Freelo podcast. It will also be linked to my main channel, so make sure if you're on my main channel, just check out the channels things on the right, or just hit the channels tab. I can't talk, and go to the Freelo podcast. But yeah, I guess without further ado, you guys want to get right into this?
Let's do it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let's do
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, so the
Do it.
first topic is what we think of Pro Series overall. I guess we'll kind of go in general about this. But yeah, no, Pro Series, you weren't around, Sal, earlier, but Pro Series is so much better this year than it was in 2019. Nick, were you there when it was
Yeah.
like in 2019?
So yeah, it was really different. I think it was on LAN as well, wasn't
It
it?
was?
What tournament was that
It was
at?
not
It
on
was
LAN. It was online, and they had a draft, and the teams
Was
are
it
based
last
off
year?
colors. It was 2019.
There was like
And
this other tournament thing I saw. It was on LAN. It was like a 3v3 or something. Was that
that
something
was
else
the
then?
ending of the Pro Series. So that was 2019
Oh,
as well. So
okay.
basically, what they did last time around is they went to the first overall PR. So it was it Boomy at the time? I think it might have been Boomy at the time, which is dumb, but it
Boomy was
was.
first PR.
It was 2019. It was when Sandstorm was like getting into the scene, and it was right after BCX. I
Oh
think
wow,
it
nice.
was Boomy, and their team was Boomy, Sandstorm, and Remy. It might have been Sandstorm first PR, but I think it was Boomy because he drafted Remy. And
That's a really
then
good
the
team.
yeah, the formatting was really stupid. The first draft pick can pick whoever they want on their team. It was weird. So first PR just picked whoever they wanted, and then whoever was left, they go to the next highest PR and say, "Who do you want?" And then I think I was the third or fourth after that, and I picked Simba and Tiffany on my team. We did well. I did trash. Oh my God, I absolutely threw that Pro Series. I learned from that mistake. Holy crap. I got reverse three stock by Remy. We almost beat the first place team,
Ooh,
and I just
damn.
threw. Yeah, Tiff beat Boomy, and then I barely lost to
Yippee
Remy.
Boomy.
Yeah,
That
and then
sounds that's awesome. What?
Simba,
Yeah,
I think lost to Sandstorm. But I would have had like a two stock lead going
man.
into Sandstorm. But yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what
So
was the tournament that you did last year, where it was kind of like Pro Series, where you reverse three stock
So that was
Sandstorm?
just like a little
Remember?
crew battle that was on the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just a little for fun thing. But
crew battles before they added like the whole actual game mode, so that
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
a little more scuffed, but yeah.
But yeah, this time around, the drafting for Pro Series was like a lot more even. So the teams are even, and there were a lot of tiebreaker situations. But there were still some issues, and we'll kind of get into that in a little bit. But like, how do you
Wait, so do
guys?
they
Mhm.
plan on doing this every year now, or
I hope. I
because they
hope
didn't
they
do
do
it
it in
last
LAN
year?
next time. Like, I really want to go to a Brawlhalla event and like actually compete with a team. Online's cool, but like a team would be something else.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be
and
hype.
the guys that won, I mean, that was a stacked team they had, right?
Yeah,
The
Yeah.
that was a really good
for
team.
for Pro Series, wait, the team that won, it was yeah, so it was
It
Team
was
Northeast,
Northeast. It was
and they had
Snowy,
Sandstorm,
Sandstorm. Yeah.
Snowy, Zinker, Santee, Simba, and Dark Ghoul, right?
But the
Yeah,
thing
And
is, they just also drafted well. Like they got
yeah,
they
like
just
Simba.
Zinker.
drafted really well. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the first draft pick. They had the last draft pick. So they got Zinker with they got Simba first and then Zinker. And Zinker is a phenomenal pick. Oh my God.
Yeah, like isn't it like me and Cole were talking about this. Like I feel like they did a good job picking Zinger because he's like a on the come up kind of player. I think he's like a semi pro or something, but he played really well
Mhm.
against like
Zinker
really good
popped
pros
off.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zinker,
yeah,
no.
like
for
personally, I
sure.
thought Zinker was like when Zinker played that good, I was like, wait, what? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
saw a really good performance from Zinker back in, I think it was LCQ, I believe.
can't
And that's
remember.
kind of
I
when I was
don't.
the first time I ever heard of Zinker more often was more towards LCQ, or kind of at least around that time.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
LCQ
so
he didn't do great, but before that, leading up to it, he had some good placements. I knew him back he's from the like GTA Toronto area, whatever, and he's been to Toronto locals. So I've met with him and I've played in tournaments. You guys have, if you're following me for a long time, I did some Winter Champs vlog at the very beginning of 2020. He's actually in that, so if you want to see what Zinker looks like, go check that out. But basically, he has been a phenomenal player for a long time now. But he hasn't had that many opportunities to shine. He had a laptop, so he would play Wi-Fi 60 hertz on a laptop, which is trash. He
Dude,
got a
kids on
144
60
hertz.
hertz are cracked though.
I
mean,
know,
we
I
had
know.
Yeah,
LDZ
Yeah.
back in the day going ham on 60 hertz, and then we had other people even during BCX using 60 hertz too. So
Yeah, but that was
um,
Pierre, but that's only because he had to use 60 hertz at
yeah.
BCX. But
So
Why do you have to
often
use?
he didn't have to. He just didn't have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Unfortunate.
yeah,
Yeah, but well, he still plays top 8 and beat me, so not that
No,
pretty
unfortunate.
good.
It's pretty good,
Right.
yeah. But
Pretty good.
60 hertz, it's almost like weight training and giving yourself a is like what's like a handicap, a disadvantage
Yeah, baby.
to make you feel like when that disadvantage is lifted that you're like God mode, right? It's like I like to play on a laggier setup than I am on LAN. So when I go to LAN, I feel like as fast as possible. It's different. But yeah, no Zinker, this guy would destroy people on 60 hertz. So then we would host the Toronto locals, and those locals were on 240 hertz. So he would show up to the locals, and then he beat Phazon out of nowhere, like twice. I swear to God.
Damn.
So like the guy's been cracked for a long time, but that was a phenomenal pick by Northeast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I liked the results of the whole tournament, but you know,
Mhm.
we're getting to a point now where with all these tournaments is Boomy Sandstorm are always taking the cup and winning these tournaments. We want to see someone new. We
I
want to
would
see
say that, but no. When lands happen again, the only land Booming Sandstorm played at like globally against like okay, let me rephrase that. Okay, Acno and Blazy have only played against Booming Sandstorm once, and they won
yeah,
Rotterdam.
yeah.
This is 2019, and they're still a team. They still won every single tournament, as far as I know, since then.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about global.
Or
I'm
not
talking about
Blazy.
NA.
It's
I'm
Acno
talking about
and
NA at least.
is that Acno Blaze? Yeah, Blaze and
It's-
Acno. Yeah.
It's
I don't know why I said
Acno
Blazy.
Yeah, not Blazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Blazy.
yeah. Acno Blaze. But
So-
yeah, no, when the world opens back up, they're gonna have a run for their money.
I mean, yeah, well, I'm mainly talking about NA, right? You know, because
Yeah.
here's the thing with Brawlhalla Esports is it's all NA based, so you're gonna get a less EU players wanting to spend 2 to 3 grand on flights to NA. So
That makes sense.
you know, NA is kind of the main priority, not priority, but the main
It's like kind
central
of like the
hub.
center. Yeah. I
So
agree.
the thing is, you know, when I'm looking at NA Brawlhalla, right, is we see, you know, for instance, in the Springs, we see, you know, Boomy Sandstorm taking 2v2s and then Sandstorm taking 1v1s, right? You know, you got the cool rivalry between Boomy Sandstorm and Cody Phazon, right?
Mhm.
And I want to see them win turns. Not gonna lie. As much as I know you're my player, Cole, I want to see a dub from Cody Phazon at some
They'll
point
get
soon.
one. Well,
They will.
Yeah, for sure.
They just have that. They have that level where they just gotta beat Boomy Sandstorm, you know. And
Boomy Sandstorm aren't actually as good as people make them out to be. Like obviously they're world champions 2 times and have won so many tournaments. I give them enough credit. Like they're crazy.
it's pretty
But
controversial.
when-
Right there. You're getting clipped for that.
No. When lands open back up, you do understand the last 2 lands that they went to, they lost. Other than BCX, we don't talk about BCX. They're cracked.
Yeah.
But before BCX, Rotterdam they lost. They lost to Wrench and I at Montreal. 2019 wasn't that long ago. It's a similar game. The top players are all still there.
You know, now we're all playing online, and so you know,
Online's
it's not
different.
really an equal footing.
There's
Right,
nerves.
so-
Dude, LAN, when you experience it, I know you two, like, Nick, you've been getting more into the game recently.
I've been in, not even just Brawlhalla, it's for any game. LAN is a whole different game.
It's a game,
That's why
yeah.
No,
that's
it's
why
a
people
whole
call people
different game.
pug stars and onliners, and then they say,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, they do really good online and they're cracked online, but when they go to LAN, people are like, yeah, you play play like that in LAN.
Yeah,
That's
there's
normal.
so many pros. Like, I'll
Yeah.
talk to Hardy and whatnot. It's like, I'm sure LAN's not that different. That's what he says. And I'm like, dude, it's a different game. It's a
If
different
it's your
animal.
first LAN, I'll tell you, you're either gonna do really good or you're gonna shit the bed.
Yeah, it's always a
I
50-50. I swear to God.
it's because like there's a ton, like literally I'd say like more than half of the new Brawlhalla pros like that are starting to rise up. It's been a whole
Mhm.
year since LAN. Actually, well, more actually technically,
More,
right?
yeah,
Or
more.
Yeah.
yeah, more than that, right? So
Yeah.
there's all these pros that even haven't been on LAN yet. It's gonna be really weird for
It's
them.
going to be a
You
mix of just
know?
experience and non-experience. And there will be people
Yeah.
that pop off, but I do think the oldies are going to come through. LAN is just a different animal. Being next to
Yeah.
your opponent mentally it's just
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, you got Cody
And, like,
flipping
just-
you off. I'd be scared of that too. You know?
Yeah, and like just like that
Yeah.
experience of being like, and also there's like a lot of people watching you, right? And plus Brawlhalla has become a lot bigger over bigger over the last year. So I'm expecting a lot more people to show up to the lands, like even just to watch and stuff like that. So
Well, with
I
COVID,
think
then
like,
it's
well, yeah, but
not going to be a couple of years max.
not gonna be a couple years. But as we
Yeah.
kind of go back to normal, there's gonna be a lot of people, and yeah, it's like nerves can really, really get to you, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I'm
it's
trying to
different for everyone. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
crazy nervous before I go on stage, and then I'll get on stage and I'm still nervous, but once you start playing, like, you're nervous but you think about the game, right? Like, I'll be nervous the first we drop in, and then I'm zoned in. It's
Bro,
weird.
I'll be
No,
shitting
dude.
bricks when I hear psh, psh, every
Bro,
time a
I
lance goes
love
off
those
with the big
noises.
speakers.
I
You know what
love
I'm talking
them.
about?
Yeah. They're
Dude,
like
fun fact. Cole, he recently started doing this for tournaments, and he did it for did you do it for Pro Series? But for
Yeah.
tournaments, to get that land feel, instead of playing like Brawl sounds on his headphones, he started playing it on his speaker, and like really
I have those
loudly.
shit, like, those Brawl setup speakers that are like bad, but I have those. So it's like a LAN
he started-
experience. I swear to God,
Dude,
bro.
I'm in
The
my
scuffed
room, and
land
all I hear
experience.
is loud lance noises, like.
It's
You
great.
have one of those big old speakers, Sal. Like like when people like go up to like people's houses or parties, they get like the whole big boom box with like Bluetooth on it. Dude, just hook
We
that
don't
up to his
have Bluetooth
PC.
ones.
Yeah, just hook that up. You get the whole LANs experience, and then also in between games, I'm excited for when people they like unselect characters and they reselect and they spam it and it's really loud and really annoying. Who do they do that with? Was that with Rayman or something?
Yeah, Rayman. Yeah.
Rayman,
It's great.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
excited for that, but yeah, I mean,
We got into a
Talk
bit of a
about-
tangent. We should go back to
Yeah.
first series. What were you gonna say though,
No,
Sal?
when Cole talked about like the land thing, I just thought of that. You know that clip where you showed me? I think was it Tiffany? It wasn't Tiffany. The clip. I was it was Viper. You know how you got like nared like 7 times and you died?
Yo, I don't want to talk about that.
I'm not really about that. The point
Yeah.
where basically he got nared and like he died, and all this guy did on stage was started clapping.
Yeah, dude, I was so cheesed. You look back on that clip of me getting nared by Viper, and like the crowd is clapping. I'm like, good job. You just nared me 10 times. Good job. Like, and then I won the next game. Thank God. But I was so mad. Holy
Yeah.
crap. I don't think I've ever gotten mad on LAN, and that's the most mad I've gotten. Like, I'm a very peaceful Brawlhalla player. Like, I will not scream. I will not throw chairs. I'm not gonna flip people off, but I will just like I got so cheesed by that, dude. You get hit by 10 axe and airs, okay? Tell me you're not gonna get cheesed.
so
Like, you're not gonna be mad. Yeah.
except for Zinker, was there
Mhm.
anyone else that stood out for Pro Series? Anyone? I know there
Luna.
had to be.
Snowy popped off in the crew battles.
Well,
Like,
Luna
he
plays
did,
you
like
too.
800 to 900.
Yeah,
damage
Snowy's.
Snowy.
like
yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
he's so weird. He's like an anomaly in my head. Like, sometimes he'll pop off. Like, BCX, he plays really well, but also you can say, well, he beat me when I was playing bad, or I was playing well, then played bad. Like, he got to BCX, but he didn't beat any, like, huge names other than, like, okay, he beat me, then who did he beat in winter semis? I can't remember. And then they got double.
No, but I think I kind of disagree with that. I think Snowy has
No,
been
but let me
very-
continue my point. I think Snowy is phenomenal, But like in BCX, I don't think he beat anyone huge to like give him that credit. And then he placed really poorly after that. So I'm like, okay, Snowy's like good, but he's not crazy good.
I think the Pro Series was the
Oh
redemption
yeah,
arc.
this
Pro
Pro
Series
Series
was
really
his was
I
his
agree.
redemption
I
arc.
was playing against
Yeah,
him, and it's just a
came
different
in
breed.
and was just like
Yeah.
born like built diff out of
He
nowhere. And you're just
literally.
like, all right, cool. We're
He placed
playing
like
it.
30th or something at Winter Champs, and then like 17th at
Really?
Spring Champs.
Everyone
Yeah,
was memeing it too.
yeah.
Everyone was I guess he had a bad day that day or something.
Like,
Or
I
Well,
was
I mean,
playing
he came back
poorly.
from it.
Mhm.
Came
You
back
know?
from it.
I was playing bad at BCX. That's why I didn't give him credit because also Lance was bad, and mentally I just wasn't playing well.
That's just
But,
always
like-
bad for you.
It's always bad when I want it to be bad, dude. Or good, I
Here you
mean.
go, guys.
Here's another rant, okay? Half the BCXs I competed at, bro, Lance has been so bad. Like,
Oh, no.
I went to
We're-
BCX
get off the topic
2017.
quick.
Sidelight
You're
was a
gonna
kill option. I went to 2018. Lance was decent. I went to 2019. Lance was
I-
phenomenal. And 2020, I got
I
shit
knew
on.
this would come up. I knew this would come up. You start talking about Lance. We could talk
Bro.
for 2 hours.
I
about
know. It's so
Yeah, we can
We can
interesting.
keep going
So
on
like,
and on.
Let's
yeah,
go back
so
to Pro
Zinker,
Series, yeah.
Zinker, we had Snowy. Who else? I mean,
Zinker, I think Luna Blazy. I think Luna,
Luna Blaze,
specifically.
yeah.
Outside of
Yeah.
Pro Series, like Luna has gotten seriously good.
who was doing good against
Yeah.
Simba Santee? There was a team that was
Oh,
doing really good
Pugsy
against-
Ithro 3-0'd them.
Pugsy
Yeah, that's
Ithro,
crazy.
Yeah, that
That's
was-
crazy.
They played really
I was-
well. I gotta give them
I was
credit.
watching that set and I'm like, yeah, Pugsy Ithro, they're losing this game.
The
And I'm
only
like,
team they lost
what?
to
Excuse me?
was Luna Blazy.
which is that's a
Luna
tough
Blaze
team.
is
That
a
was
good
a
team,
very
though.
good team.
It's a good team.
It's a tough team.
Really
Yeah.
Like the fact that they pulled that off was like I was watching that game and after it was like,
Yeah,
are
that
they
was.
teaming? Like, are they?
They're not
doing stuff
teaming.
under the
Should.
table?
Ithro's with
That's not
capped. Ithro's with capped.
wrong. Yeah.
I think Pugsy's
okay.
with Luna. So like both those two teams are they still.
Pugsy's with Luna?
Pugsy's with Luna?
Pugsy's with Luna.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't
Luna
think
Pugsy.
so.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, they competed in the last tournament. What do you mean?
Yeah, I was paying
They
attention.
placed top 8.
Yeah.
They placed like 7th or 5th.
Wow.
Hmm. I see.
I'm excited for Wrench and I to compete again. Dude, we were playing so well a couple
LAN?
months ago. LAN and everything. Oh, I want to play with them.
But you keep telling me about how Wrench is like way better on land.
Oh, he's so good on LAN. Like online, mentally, it's a different game. So like I understand Noel as well. And like even myself, not really. Like I did really well last year. This year's been okay. But LAN is just a different game. Some people just the atmosphere, it really get like some people strive and some people hate it. But Ranks in particular, like he gets so motivated when LANs happen. I swear to God, I'll see him write down notes. At DreamHack Austin, okay? Wrenched lost to Phazon in winner's side and then made top 8 through losers. And then the day before top 8, so like the Saturday night, he's like, bro, let me watch the replays. He watches the replay. This guy has a fucking notebook at LAN with notes
You're
on
writing,
everything,
like, a
how to
book
beat
kind of
Phazon.
deal.
And then he beat Phazon because he had to play him in losers top 8.
Wow.
Like,
That's a
Respect.
loser right
respect.
there.
And then the good thing with LANs, especially in 2019, so you know how I said Wrench gets motivated for like 2 weeks after a LAN, or like maybe a month after a LAN or whatever? All the LANs were 2 weeks apart. So he would go to LAN, plays pretty well, get super goddamn motivated, and then just come at the next
What-
LAN like a different breed, bro. And
What I like
guitars are
about
really good.
Brawl is like,
Like,
what I
he's
really like
crazy.
about Brawlhalla and like when it comes to lanes and such is there's pros out there where there's these new guys that on the
Mhm.
block, right? You know, you've got all the new online players, you know, that haven't
Yeah.
been to LAN, but they're really cracked, right? They're practicing like hours and hours on every day. Like, here's the thing. Java is literally always on the game. I mean, at least when I look, right?
Now
But-
recently, yeah,
I mean,
because
now
summer
recently,
camps. July,
yeah, but-
June, he wasn't
But here's
really.
the thing: is
July he
there's
was.
some
Not
some
June.
pros that literally barely play the game, but they actually perform really well for.
I
at
I
all.
didn't play the game last year.
Dude, you don't. I mean, like
You did not,
don't
no.
I did not
at
play the
all.
game in 2020 at all. Like
Yeah.
I was placing really high, and it got to the point where I could hit rank 1 on the leaderboard
I
without
just
trying.
like how this like when it comes to skill and all that, like, you know, like you could bring back a player from 2016 and they'll actually be able to compete. Maybe not on that.
Depends
high
on the
level,
player.
but
Depends on the
depends
player.
player.
I could
know.
not see Multimum coming back or TB.
Yeah.
EU
I
players.
didn't know
Multimum, he placed second at the first BCX.
Multimum. Ooh, I remember
Wow.
that name. That's
Yeah.
an old name though. That's an old
Oh
freaking
yeah,
name.
oh yeah. TB as
Holy-
well.
Oh, yeah,
Effie
but-
tried to come back, couldn't. Maybe he could, but he didn't really give enough time.
Yeah.
Daiku's been doing Daiku things, but he hasn't really been at the top of EU in a long time. But he's so intelligent.
Daiku placed in I don't know if it's springs or winters.
I haven't seen him in top 6 and 1s in a while.
I believe he top 8'd though. Didn't
But
I
maybe
mean?
he did.
Don't
I
quote
think there's
me.
one tournament where he got top 8.
I saw him tweet about like he had an accomplishment when it came to placing, so I think it's
Maybe.
pretty
He might be
alright.
back on it. I know he doesn't
Yeah.
practice. He like claims like he's gonna like practice super. He gets like I don't know Daiku very well. He's the most or one of the most intellectually. I don't know, like he knows
big brain
he's
Brawlhalla.
big brain. That's what I'm trying to say.
Big
He
brain
is
Brawlhalla,
one of the biggest
yeah.
brains in Brawlhalla. Knows everything about the game, but actually playing it, he'll either from what I've seen from the outside, I could be completely wrong, but like I've seen like a picture in like 2018 when he was at like the Gangstar's house in Las Vegas. His hands had like calluses. He was spending like 10 hours playing, streaming. It looked like he was getting burnt out almost. But then he'll stop playing, and I don't see him actually playing the game at all. It's
Yeah.
weird. He goes in like phases. I don't know what he's doing, but like the dude knows so much about Brawlhalla. Like it's crazy.
Didn't you get like not was it coaching or like you like sat
Oh, I
down
paid
with
him.
Daiku.
Yeah.
You sat
Okay.
down
Oh, he
with
coached you. I remember
Daiku.
that.
He
yeah.
coached me all of
Yeah,
last
like
year.
before BCX. Before
Well, no,
BCX.
before okay, so remember when Lance Sidelight Recovery last year in 2020 got removed? Sal, you weren't playing, so.
I wasn't playing. No,
So Silent Recovery was a true combo back at Combo Breaker and Summer Champs. Then I placed second at Summer Champs. So like, no, Kozilek, we don't want you second. So they removed Sidelight Recovery and Daiku, and everyone was saying Lance was dog awful. Like it was the worst weapon in the game and trash.
Dog water.
Dog
That's
water.
the word you're
Dog
looking
water,
for, yeah.
yes.
Dog
So Daiku, I paid him like, listen, Sidelight Recovery is not an option. I would like coaching. Maybe we can work on my kill options and try and place better. And he coached me. He didn't specifically tell me to spam Nair, right? But like he showed me the fundamentals of the game, and he showed me exactly
Spamming there. That's
spamming
Spam
Nair.
Nair.
No, he didn't say that. But also like little things. Like one thing I do now is I'll do a recovery, even though they're really high in the air. But I know Lance recovery is hard to punish, so I'll go recovery, and then I'll fade away, and then I'll Sair. And what that does is I'll do a recovery, it baits
It's a
them,
bait
and then
punish,
yeah, it's a
practically?
bait
Yeah,
punish.
it's base
yeah.
the punish.
Lance
Yeah.
recovery is not punishable unless you're on like Spear Dare or something like that, right?
Yeah,
It's
Spears.
difficult. So the
Anti-air.
point, yeah. So like that little kill option, obviously it's a very small change, but it adds up to a lot, right? He tried to help me before BCX as well, but Lance was like in a different spot. It was so hard. We were trying to think of mix-ups because I had a lot of issues approaching because Nair was so slow. So one mix-up he told me was when you dash jump again, or like dash jump and dodge down. So I was
I
trying to
remember that,
incorporate those, but the problem with dash jumping and then jumping again is I'm giving up stage control. And with Lance, it's just puts me in a really bad disadvantage state. So it's not a mix-up I could do, and I just couldn't find my ground. So it was a little annoying.
So
Now that,
by,
yeah,
we get this. What we get out of this is by Daiku coaching.
by Daiku coaching, yes,
By Daiku
Easy
coaching.
climb.
yes, I went on a
So
tangent. Totally.
kind of fade in from Pro Series next tournament, right?
Mhm.
Next tournaments, well, for this
Summer
year
Champ.
are Summer Champs and
Yeah.
then BCX. Before we jump into Summer Champs, I actually we'll talk about it in hand with Summer Champs. Is number one, the LAN, right? Is BCX going to be a LAN? What are some theories for that? And also, is there a chance Summer Champs could be a LAN? I doubt it though.
No,
because
no.
Summer Champs is like what?
No,
next month?
the Summer Champs is not.
No.
No online
Summer
tournament
Champs
this year is a
is not.
LAN.
Yeah.
Except for
BCX
possibly.
potential.
Maybe BCX. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I know is B6 was announced end of August last year, so I'm sure this summer there's going to be some type of announcement. I don't know. I feel like they could do it safely if they tried to do BCX, but it would require people to like have a vaccine passport or something, or it's tricky because getting all these players from Europe as well to like come into America and like not have to risk them accidentally being stuck or something. That was a huge issue with CEO Dreamland. That's why.
What do you mean with them getting stuck?
Yeah.
When, it came
When
to-
like let's just say hypothetically, Hermesen, he's from Sweden, comes to America for BCX. Then some variant or the Delta starts really spiking in Sweden, and they either close the borders or like some flights get banned there from the US.
Oh, he's kind of stuck there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, BCX
So,
isn't, or Brawlhalla isn't really
but Brawlhalla needs to
like
provide enough time for people to book trips, travels, and
book
whatnot.
trips and travel. I agree.
And
That's why they need to announce it within the next few
so
weeks.
what I
because-
think is going to happen,
yeah,
I've got no idea. But what
No,
I
it's
think
like-
if I was them, what I would do is either go fully online because they're going to have to. It's just one more year, or you do BCX, you make it qualify only, and you fly a certain number of players out. You make it a small thing. You don't need. There's no convention. Like I think DreamHack Atlanta's a thing, but like, dude, the Delta variant, it's so sketch.
well,
I
here's
would
the thing,
make sure the
DreamHack
people are
Atlanta-
vaccinated,
DreamHack
fly them
Atlanta
out.
is happening, and
Yeah.
not happening, but like the marketing side of DreamHack, they've pretty much said like it
Then
looks
masks
like
in the
DreamHack
venue
Atlanta
and
is gonna
stuff like
happen.
that.
Right, but here's the thing though, every single DreamHack, they do a different lineup of game, right?
Yeah.
You know, you usually got the Halo Championship Series. You have, you have recently HRX merging with.
So you think Brawlhalla is going to
BCX,
be the main one?
right? Here's the thing though, is Paladins was actually removed. Yeah, they
And
actually
Smite,
killed Paladins
probably.
esports. Smite's still there. Smite's
Okay.
still a big esport. Paladins though, they killed Paladins esports. That leaves that leaves room for main stage.
Yeah, if
So
Brawlhalla goes back to a DreamHack, they're going to get main stage.
they'll definitely get main
I-
stage,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is good, right?
But like
So
another
I think
thing,
this is all dependent on if DreamHack does it, then everyone else is gonna follow suit. Because DreamHack is a event organizing company.
you're forgetting
right?
one main thing is Brawlhalla's owners are very cautious about the virus. They were the first ones to pull out. CEO Dreamland happened, but Brawlhalla was the only game that wasn't being played there.
Is that true?
Yes.
Really?
I was there.
Yeah.
So
Well, is this the Florida
Wait,
the
one?
Brawlhalla,
so you're telling me Brawlhalla
Yes.
pulled out before CEO canceled itself?
yes, because CEO never canceled. It happened
Then why would they cancel?
because
So they wouldn't
Brawlhalla
get
didn't.
canceled?
Yeah, the PR and public relations, and they don't want to be seen as someone
wanna get
running an
canceled.
event that someone could potentially die because of it.
Which is
Someone-
a smart thing to do.
Like, I don't know who got sick from CEO Dreamland, if not anyone. I'm lucky I didn't. Came home quarantined and everything. But there's a pretty high possibility that one person at CEO Dreamland 2020 had the virus and probably passed it to someone, and it ended up killing, if not at least one, or potentially thousands with, it's exponential growth.
I think the
It's
thing
scary.
is though, the whole vaccination thing is, definitely a big
Half the
factor
U.S.
in-
is vaccinated.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's only half. There's not that many. There's so many people that could die.
You have
And
to
you're in
understand, everyone's-
Georgia. You're in a basically mostly
Yeah.
Republican state until recently. Like,
It really just depends
Yeah.
on how they want to approach it, right?
Yeah,
honestly.
like
Yeah.
you just gotta look at like
You know.
there is change happening. Like,
People-
more
people can
are getting
have their
vaccinated.
opinions. People can have
I'm
their
not-
opinions
yeah.
if yay they should have a tournament,
Yeah.
nay they shouldn't have a tournament. But other than all, like, it's their
they can do
decision
it
to make.
safely, but they need to. Because I know Brawlhalla cares about stuff like that. They're
They
not
can
just going
they
to
can do
ignore
it
COVID.
safely. It's not a hard thing.
Yeah, but to
There's
do it without
tournaments
vaccine
that way.
passports is difficult to do it safely. But-
Well, here's the thing. At this point, BMG has no responsibility to if someone can make a tournament or not. So they can't make a tournament, then they're not going. Simple as that. Their country doesn't allow them to come BCX.
yeah, but it's on
Much as I
their
hate to
hands.
say
It's weird.
What do you mean by that?
If
It's
like,
it's
okay.
it's in the player's responsibility to get to BCX and back. BMG
That makes sense.
has no.
Well, no, BMG
they're not
funds
they're
players
not
and flies
their
them to
parents.
tournaments
Like
very often.
BMG isn't their parent. You know.
I know, but you don't just host a world championship where only a certain number of countries can go. I don't know, and you
That's
could
the
do it.
truth. Because here's the thing: COVID's going to be around for a very long.
Yeah, like I agree that like they should host a tournament, but like
It sucks, but it's
it's the
that's just
timing
truth.
as well. I think if a tournament happened in the summer, it's more likely to happen. But for it to be in November, where we know COVID's a seasonal
will go up.
virus, cases will go up. They've gone up right now. Florida's peaking since like even last winter.
Well,
Georgia's
Florida's
right next to Florida.
Florida's a whole different beast.
We're right.
Florida-
Georgia's
Florida
right next to
people-
Florida. Like
Are
True.
you saying Florida or Florida?
Georgia.
It sounds like you're saying-
Georgia
Georgia.
is
Sounds like you're
right
saying
next to
Florida.
Florida. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's a dice roll at this point. They make whatever
It's a
decision they want.
50-50. We'll hear about it within the next couple weeks.
They're
That's
50ing at
my
that
guess.
point. Like, here's the
Yeah.
thing though. If a tournament doesn't happen, I'm afraid that Brawlhalla Esports might take a fucking dip.
They're still
you
gonna
know?
try and hit over
I don't
100,000.
think so.
It's not going to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The
I don't
moment
think
it's
so.
back in
I mean,
person, it's going to get big again.
Their viewership
100%.
rewards, I mean, are definitely
100%.
helping out. But
Oh,
anyways,
yeah,
Summer Champs.
completely.
That's gonna be really
Yeah.
interesting.
Who do you guys think
you know.
is gonna place at Summer Champs? Like, what do you think? Like, let's just go right now. Top three predictions, one by one.
Okay.
First, second,
Karma, you
third.
can go first.
That's a tough one, actually. I mean, are you talking about new players or
No, just
like-
top three.
like-
Who's coming first?
just
Who's
top
coming
three.
second?
Top three.
Yeah.
Top three.
Yeah.
Top three. I mean, at Springs, the top three were Sandstorm, Santee, and Megdi.
Well,
So I'll tell
Parsec
you
is the
this.
most.
So
Oh.
I'll tell you this is if we can see some good Megdi tech, I want to see him in top three.
Well, no. Who's
Uh,
coming first? Who's coming second? Who's coming?
Who's coming first, second, and third? So first,
Hey, if you're right, you're gonna look like a genius.
hold on, back up.
Or you
Okay,
look
now
like
you
an
put me on the
absolute
spot, so
moron.
give me a
Yeah.
second. Hold on.
One of the two.
So, first, what? I can't even put you in it. That's
Hey, you
fucked up.
can. If you think
Nah,
I'm gonna be top three.
Mate, I'm being realistic. It depends. It depends on the bracket, but like
No, I've improved myself to be top
at
three.
least
You don't need to
at
put me.
least from
You have to put money on
excluding
it.
you.
You have to bet
I'm
money.
I'm not gonna use you in this, but
Nah,
my
use me
number
if you think I'm
one-
gonna be top three. I'm not gonna include myself in the top.
I think number one, obviously, from what we've seen, Sandstorm, right?
Okay.
I think now, I'm not 100%, but like it's maybe a 50-50 depending on bracket and such.
Mhm.
Second place, I'm gonna have to go with. I'd say Cody. Possibly.
Wow.
Depending on the bracket run. It depends.
Okay, Cody
Okay.
second.
Sorry, not Cody second. Megdi second, Cody third.
Okay.
I'd see top two Sandstorm Megdi. Megdi using his Megdi tech could be able to win the tournament. I say Cody because like I feel like they're probably gonna buff blasters here soon. That's why
There's
I
no
said
balance
Cody.
patch before Summer Champs.
Is there not?
Yeah.
Then
Summer
never
Champs
mind. I
is
take
starting,
Cody
like,
back.
next
I take
weekend.
Cody back completely. Never mind. Third place would probably be. That's a tough one. I can't give third. I don't know. There's so
Just
many.
pick a
good
name.
third
You have to just pick a
places.
name.
I
I think I know what the placement's gonna be.
I think. Honestly, I'm gonna say Zinker.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That-
throw the
that-
ball. I'm gonna throw the
Wow.
ball.
That is
okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
throw
I don't know
Zinker.
about that, Chief.
I don't know about that.
Zinker's
Chief.
crap,
Zinker's good. I
okay?
think Zinker will get top 16, but I don't think. So.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
but
agree. I
crew
don't.
battle-
I don't
crew
think. I
battle
don't
was
think you'll get like top
dude.
6.
In
No.
crew battle,
He didn't
Zinker
even
looked like a
qualify
Sands-
for
but-
I
Pro
mean,
Series.
if he proves me wrong, amazing. Like,
But
good
why
for him,
did
but
why
I
was
just don't
Zinker
see
so
it.
good in Pro Series? It made no sense.
He
Why
was good, but it's also matchups. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. He went first, so he
It's-
didn't necessarily play the anchor every
Or
time.
am I confusing Zinker and Zakoi? Am I confusing those?
I don't know. Are you?
What team was Zinker on?
Zinker is on Northeast with Snowy and
which is-
The
Sandstorm.
Sandstorm team.
Okay,
You
then
know.
yeah. So I'm right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm going.
Okay,
I'm probably
here's-
extremely wrong, but whatever.
Here's my prediction. I think Sandstorm went first because if you don't
Okay.
bet on Sandstorm winning, I think you're insane.
Yeah.
I think Snowy in second because
Fair.
he has a very good matchup on Rayman. It's just the balance isn't changing, and I think Santee in third. The guy placed second last tournament. He is insane when he's
Wait,
on his
Santee
game.
for third? You
Yeah,
said?
Santee.
Hmm.
He placed
Yeah,
second last tourney. I think that's the top three. If I want to keep going after that, I think in fourth place you're gonna see Boomy, and then I think in fifth you're gonna see Cody,
Or
and
I'd
maybe
say
like
sixth.
myself or Hardy or someone like that,
Okay.
or
Okay.
maybe Megdi. Like it's up in the air. Sal, you're up.
I'd say first, obviously Sandstorm. Like,
Mhm.
duh. Second, I'm gonna go with Stingray. I truly think that if Stingray plays his best, he can beat basically anyone in the esports game, even Sandstorm. I think he can definitely do it. So I'm gonna go Stingray second, and I'm gonna go Snowy third.
Okay.
Because I definitely think Snowy's gonna do good. He's gonna carry over that momentum from Pro Series over to Summers.
So you think Stingray
I
beats
think
Snowy right now? Because that would
I
mean
do.
second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's with my thing as well. I'm going to disagree with the Stingray thing, and the reason why Stingray's a phenomenal player, but he's got really bad matchups against certain players. Obviously,
Okay.
he beat Megdi in
Everyone's
that
got their tournament
tiebreaker.
demons. Everyone's
Yeah,
got their
Yeah.
tournament
no,
demons. So.
Stingray's got some tournament demons, and he goes 50-50 with a lot of his friends. Hardy, Megdi,
I
whatnot.
understand why all these pros are like sparring their friends and just giving them like ways to beat them. Like, it doesn't make
That's
sense.
not true.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
no,
how-
like
When you're the best in the world or one of the best, it's good to spar someone who's second or third. Even if you're beating them right away, it pushes your game better. They're gonna get better, then you gotta figure out your shit. Like, yes, you might stay on top for a little bit, but like if you want to get the best possible Brawlhalla, constantly sparring people, even if they figure you out, then you just figure them out again.
I'd be afraid of getting figured out though. Like,
Well, that's why some
after-
top players don't play that often. Sandstorm doesn't
Yeah.
play that often.
yeah. So,
Yeah. So
I think the only person Sandstorm even spars is Wrenched. I mean, a lot of the
he
time,
sparred
spars
me
Wrenched.
before. He sparred me like when Greatsword was a thing last November. I guess whoever's like top three, he'll like ask to spar. He definitely spars Santi. They're really good friends. So Santi wrenched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Boomy too.
Probably.
But yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I'm
Okay.
surprised. I'm surprised, Cole. You didn't think Stingray's gonna top five. I'm very confident Stingray's gonna top five.
I think Stingray can top five very easily, but because of those matchups and whatnot, I think he's gonna end up playing one of his friends and they just take each other out. I don't think Stingray beats everyone as confidently as he used to.
Okay.
That's just my
That's
I
take.
fair.
still think he does.
I mean-
I still think he does.
He can
I
for
mean,
sure.
I
I
see
think he
that,
gets like
but-
seventh or fifth.
It does depend on the bracket, but yeah.
I don't see him outside
I
of
mean,
top
I
eight.
will be very
but-
surprised if he doesn't top eight.
I
for
think
sure.
I think seventh is where he's going to be this tourney, where he was last tourney
Okay.
as well.
Hmm.
But I guess next, because we already talked about Summer Champs, we got Brawlhalla YouTube in general. I don't know if you guys have been seeing, but at least in YouTube, if you check the YouTube trending stats and whatnot, like Google Trends, Brawlhalla YouTube's been on the down for a little bit. Obviously, with the Battle Pass, it's going to go back up. But, like, have you guys seen anything on Brawlhalla YouTube?
Yeah,
Any
then-
trends? Pavelski's been uploading and getting decent views.
A lot.
Oh, I got
my
a good
God.
one for this. I got a
Sure,
good one
sure.
for this. I'll tell you is the blow up of shorts and how the algorithm
Yeah.
loves YouTube Shorts.
It's
I mean,
so weird.
I mean, almost every single YouTuber is utilizing them now. I mean, you know,
Mhm.
you'll post two videos side by side. If it's for some reason if it's under a minute, I guess YouTube's trying to, you know, boost their algorithm. You know, if your video is like similar to a TikTok, they'll blow it up so you keep using their platform. It's pretty smart, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, for them to prioritize and push that to people's recommended pages, but also in the end people are just enjoying YouTube Shorts. I mean, you've seen a blow up of a lot of different YouTubers literally just by doing shorts, like really
Shorts, yeah.
Well, it's not
it
even
could be
just
dumbest
the
content
idea
ever,
of
but it'll work, you know.
Yeah, it's not just the idea of like shorts being like a separate feature. A lot of it is just the nature of short videos. Having a
That's
very
what I meant.
short
I'm
video.
not talking about the short section. I'm talking
Okay.
about short video. Yeah.
But yeah, with short videos, people will click on it. It's like, well, it's only a minute, so I may as well watch it.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
too.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting. And with the Brawlhalla community specifically, you saw this trend a couple months ago. Everyone would have hashtag shorts in their title, but it's not a real short, like according to YouTube's stats and
Yeah,
whatnot.
it's not.
It's like a
Yeah.
1920. It's a whatever that aspect ratio, like 19 by
Yeah.
10 or whatever it is aspect ratio. It's and I did it as well, and the views are really nice. People click on it. It's a competitive advantage to have short videos sometimes
They bump your numbers. I mean, they expose your content
to
to
a
new
bigger
people.
audience. Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
yeah, you might not make as much money as your monetization.
But it helps with
you know,
other
on a
videos, so
10-minute
it's
video,
Yeah,
important.
but
it
even
pushes
if
it
like a
out.
small amount of people who watch
Mhm.
those shorts like translate over to your actual videos that like a normal length video that's
Yeah.
15 20
Yeah.
minutes, that's a win for you.
For
That's
sure.
straight up a win for you.
I find it funny how like the Brawlhalla community, at least on YouTube, it hasn't been stale, but it's been so consistent for a while. Like there hasn't been any extreme growth. Like 2020 was massive when COVID hit. so many people are hitting up Brawlhalla. The servers got way more
Everyone's home.
players. Everyone's home.
just-
Yeah.
Everyone's home.
But like
Yeah.
after the summer, let's say starting September, you check the analytics of Shorpy, Micro, Lucian Sword, all of these guys.
Flip it.
If you check it on Social Blade, it's like slowly downhill and then like leveling off, maybe a bump here and there, like myself.
Definitely leveling.
Yeah, it's
We
going
don't
back
see a
to
decline,
normal.
we see a level. It's going back to
It's
normal.
just been
Right.
about equal to what it's been at like the beginning of 2020, right?
It's still a household name though. The game is still a household
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Free to play game. It's literally on every single console possible.
I
Mobile,
just-
Switch.
I think they need a big
PC,
announcement. Like when
Xbox,
Brawlhalla was really
PlayStation.
releasing itself, it was like, now
You should
we're on
pull a
mobile,
Splitgate.
now we're on this, right? But what can Brawlhalla do that really is a game changer? I think like a story mode. I think major changes to the game as well. Like the game's been the same for a while, right? You don't want it to be stagnant. You don't want people to get bored of it, right? So like the
Yeah.
battle pass is obviously nice. New legends are nice, but
It doesn't
like
excite me personally.
it doesn't
really
excite me
doesn't
either.
excite me.
no,
Not at all.
It
It
needs.
excites me, but maybe because I'm just new to the game.
I've been playing for 5 years.
Yeah,
It's-
I think it's
yeah.
super.
It's
exciting.
been the same for about like 3 years now. Like at least like they're releasing it on mobile and that's great. But like, what's next? Is the game gonna be the same 2 years from now? Like, what do you see
Probably. I mean,
different?
it's been the same. It feels like the same game. For
It's
the
gonna
last
be battle
one.
passes. There's going to be new legends. What else?
Brawlhalla Battle Royale. Don't quote me on it. I-
Yeah,
Yo,
tournament
send me
mode.
my check.
A
Send me my
tournament
check if they
mode
make
would be phenomenal.
Brawlhalla. That's actually
Battle
pretty good. Like
Royale.
Rocket League, where you can like queue into.
And
a game, like,
Fortnite,
a
where it has
tournament.
events and you do them at specific times
Like
of the day.
FNCS, where you can
Yeah.
grind. You
Yeah.
know, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
That'd be
kind
so
of-
cool.
Here's the thing: is it's not about just content, but also how can you know,
Custom servers.
no, not just custom servers.
I know,
What I'm
I
talking
know.
about is
Some
like
servers will be sick though.
That would
what
be
what I
sick.
mean is like how do you keep them playing? Right? Is
Yeah.
when if you're a gold and you load up the game, what are you grinding? You're grinding.
Well,
for
you can ask the
platinum.
same.
Well, listen. You're grinding for platinum. You
Mhm.
get the platinum. You're grinding for diamond. You know, you're ranking up your legends, getting the new skins
Mhm.
and all this and that. When you hit diamond, you're just like, what now?
Oh, what now?
Well, you
Yeah.
enter
No.
tournaments, and you get
But
higher in
tournament-
diamonds.
Not everyone wants to.
Nah, I
play
think the
competitive.
argument of like people needing another rank in diamond, like yes, when you're at the top, like you are, it's important. But the majority of the player base is in gold, right? And they're in gold for
Yeah,
a reason.
They're trying
They-
to cater to golds.
yeah, they
right?
want to play with friends, right? That's where they make money.
Yeah.
So how can you get gold players and people who are new to the game to play the game more, right?
In-game tournaments per rank, just like Rocket League does, where
Yeah.
you can enter a gold tournament where only
would-
golds
that
can
would
play
be
the tournament.
So that would
But
definitely be
there's
fun.
Smurfs that love to ruin the game for other people. And
But
they'll
what
play
else
as
could
Smurf.
they do? I think better custom lobbies, having more than 8 people would be so crazy.
Maybe
Better
they're a little more lenient on
servers.
modding, but I won't go into that. We'll save
Yeah,
that for
we can
another-
save modding for another one. That would be super
Oh,
interesting
yeah.
topic to
Yeah.
talk
So-
about. But
Yeah, so
it just I feel like at the bottom line we all think the game, if the game is the same a year from now, we're gonna see some declining growth.
yeah, I agree. I mean, at least a year, maybe even less.
Well-
Because here's the thing. Going to LAN would be a big deal to getting those numbers pumped back up. You
For
know,
sure.
during
Yeah,
BCX season, that number
Well, also
skyrocketed.
Twitch
You got the viewership
homepage,
rewards. You're
everything.
doing, so from a financial standpoint, Brawlhalla might even be forced to doing a BCX just due to the fact that
They're making so much money. That's not
Yeah,
this
well,
year.
I mean,
If they'd be forced to do a BCX and like no, they go negative on BCX at the long run. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on the players.
Nah,
They're
nah,
flying
nah,
out
nah,
the
nah, nah,
players.
nah, 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 no. They are not going negative. Trust me.
Nah, if you look on Google Trends, like how many people are
marketing
actually
they're
searching
getting
it,
out of running a tournament, the amount of marketing they get out of running.
I
a
guess, and
tournament is
having a
insane.
world champion, but you could do that
Yeah,
online
I'm-
as
I'm-
well.
I'm
It's
with
huge
Karma on that one.
marketing.
Yeah, no.
They might-
I mean, they're
They might
putting
go
a ton of
positive
money
in the
into
long
it.
run, but if you're thinking of big events that would make the most money in the like having like a big update and then just paying players to do like a Twitch rivals with top YouTubers is another thing.
Ooh, Twitch rival. Wait, that's a good idea. Wait,
It would
yeah,
make
yeah.
way more publicity than
Twitch
BCX.
rivals. But
But the
they-
game needs a
they're-
change. It needs like
It doesn't have big.
it needs a
audience
catalyst. It needs something. I don't know. There's also a ton of players that I've even talked to in person where they play Brawlhalla and then they like either stop playing for some reason, get bored of it. Like, remember, so we were at a friend's house, and one of our friend's boyfriends came in, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I tried Brawlhalla, but he doesn't play it
Oh
anymore."
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that
No,
happens so often. People will pick up
Brawlhalla's
the
hard to
game.
get into.
It's
a
hard to get
game
into. It needs a story mode. The ranked system is, no offense, bad right at the beginning. There's no placements or anything like that. The servers are fine. They could be better. Obviously, rollback is good, but it's not great. Mobile's an atrocity.
yeah, I do wish servers were better.
Yeah.
I've got a really good idea that would change the game completely, but it would also make the game really toxic.
Let's
Would
hear it. Nick.
Wait, what?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Adding voice chat. In adding a party system.
No,
Oh,
it
well,
doesn't
there
need
is a-
one.
well, there-
No.
There is one on
Voice
console
chat, at
already.
least
You don't
voice chat, dude.
understand.
Yeah, no.
Imagine you're just shitting on this kid. Okay, you're just fucking. You're.
You want like the Warzone, like you can hear their voice and you can take a
Yeah,
stock.
yeah, like right after you kill them,
Dude,
like
you're dogging this kid.
It's like your dog,
and then
like
you kill him, and then you're just like, you're shit.
Nah.
no, like a 10-second window where you can talk to them after every
Dude.
stock, like while they're
Dude.
spawning.
Bro, that would put the game
That would
from
be funny.
PG to rated R in like one change.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure, dude.
No.
straight
Voice
up.
chat would be OP. All right.
No, as
It's
much
not
as
for
fun
it.
and like as OP that would be, that I do not see Brawlhalla doing that in a
Yeah.
million years, like at all.
nah, I'm with you on that one. It just needs something else. I think a story mode, like a legit good story mode, can get a ton of new people into the game. People are talking about it. Oh my god, have you seen a campaign of this or whatever? And the game is set up. It can have a good one. It just takes a lot of programming and time. I just wish, like, I don't know. I just hope within the next year there's something big. Like something as big as like a console release.
Yeah.
It just feels
yeah,
boring.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good part.
Mhm.
Let's take a 5. Is that okay?
We
You
taking
cool
a
with that?
5? Yeah, I'm
We'll
cool with
take
that.
a 5 real quick. We'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay.
All right. So we're
Welcome back to the Freelo
Welcome.
podcast. So, what?
Nah, it's all good. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say? Come on, say it.
Nah, you were like, welcome back. It was like,
You're bad. Okay, let's get right into this, dude. You're dumb.
This is
Okay.
your daily dose of Brawlhalla.
This is your daily Brawlhalla. Okay, so next little topic.
maybe if you actually do those videos again,
I
see all
should
your
do them
comment
again.
section. Everyone's like, where's Daily Dose?
Yeah, even I miss daily dose. Those are like the only videos I actually watch. When you
Fucking
Okay.
hell, dude. He doesn't even listen.
Okay.
He's like a game publisher. He doesn't listen to his audience.
I know, right?
I
Doesn't
want
care
people to
about
watch
us.
me for me, okay? Anyways, next little topic, Twitter verification. So I don't know if you guys saw this, if you're on the Brawlhalla Twitter community or not, but I'm verified on Twitter. But so is Java, and so is Wrench. So us three are the first 3 Brawlhalla players to be verified. Oh, Sherpy's verified too.
Sure,
Four. My bad.
Sherpy
But he's
was
not a
the
pro.
one.
But he
The number 1.
I'm
So,
curious how Sherpy got verified, because like how I got verified, how Wrench got verified, and Java is we applied using an article that Brawlhalla posted of like Pro Series, and so we got accepted. But then Sherpy is a content creator. I applied as a content creator and I got denied. So did he
Yeah, but
apply as a content creator and then like
Wait,
link Global Breakout? Like what did he link?
Let's back up real quick though.
Mhm.
As we've seen with Twitter verification and the people that have
Oh,
been
it's
verified,
random. It's RNG,
Twitter
bro.
verification is super RNG,
Mhm.
right? And I think we need to put that into account. It's a huge RNG. Because they've got all of these different moderators looking at applications. You got to get the right moderator.
It's
that's-
similar to a lot of video
Accept them in.
games. In terms of RNG, it's controlled though.
And
Depending
I'll
on
tell
the
you
link
this,
you use, like the RNG is going to be more in your favor or not. You can adjust the odds.
Yeah. I think, but here's the thing though: is I imagine almost every single Brawlhalla pro in the latest top 20 have tried applying for verification. I know. a ton
Oh
of pros
yeah,
have
so
tried.
for sure.
Probably.
And I'll
Why
tell you
wouldn't
this,
you?
It's a weird coincidence that both Obey pro players are verified.
Well, they
right?
saw
It's not-
Obey in the
it's not a
bio. It
coincidence,
helps with
but-
the yeah.
What I'll tell you this is, being with a pro org actually, increases your notability and your credibility to Twitter. And they're just like, hey,
Mhm.
Yeah,
they're
for
with a
sure.
verified organization. They're a top esports org.
Mhm.
Let's verify them.
Definitely.
So, I think in Schwerpy's case as well, is Schwerpy is with Breakout. Breakout. Is
oh, they got verified. Then Sherpy got
verified
verified.
org. So I think we're seeing a trend here with
Yeah.
verification and players
Facts,
and orgs
facts.
is the orgs get verified and the players get verified, or
Yeah.
if either or, right?
It's funny.
So,
You see the developers of Brawlhalla, and like Foda, Metagame Mike,
they're hitting
Duke.
us up.
They're not getting verified.
They're not getting verified.
It's so funny. They're getting denied.
I'm not
Java
trying to say
got
no, but,
verified
like,
and Foda got
yeah.
denied. Like,
They're
Yeah,
like, what's going on?
Cole, you don't deserve verification.
Yeah,
We want a photo.
bro, I am verified on every platform now except for Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
Just
Dude,
Instagram.
but like, here's the thing that I think since Bay guys have been the first and Schwerpy and all that, right? I think instead of not gatekeeping, but like I think
We gotta help them out.
you guys are put in a position now where I think it's best where we can help
I
the
don't
whole
think
community.
anybody's
Well,
gatekeeping.
Java
No, I
and
said
Wrench
no, I
got
said
verified.
I said don't gatekeep.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gatekeep.
Java and Wrench got verified
Like,
because I directly told them how to do it. Like,
Yeah, so we're spreading, because here's the thing: the more people that get verified, the better.
for sure, it makes the
Yeah,
whole community
100%.
look better.
It
Better
helps
for the
the whole
community, better for the
community,
game.
Obviously, the right
Yeah.
people being verified. You don't want to
Yeah.
see some random
So
accounts. but yeah.
what I want to see in the next few months, developers getting verified.
Yeah.
Trying
We'll start with
trying our
Foda.
best. We're trying our
Foda,
best
yeah.
to help
We
them
want
get
Foda
verified
verified.
and
Oh,
get
yeah.
their whole thing situated, right? Foda, and then all the pros, the notable ones, right? Everyone's pissed when you got verified, and when Java got verified, they're like, "Why is Java verified?
Sandstorm
What about
verified?
Okay, you
Sandstorm?
can't get that pissed with me
Mm.
because I'm verified on YouTube as well. So it's like, yeah, I have over 100K subs. It's like,
Fair.
you can't get pissed. Schwerpy, you can't get pissed either. Wrenched
Yeah.
is a little bit, but he's still 30K subs on YouTube, verified on Twitch, right? You can't get pissed.
There's people with a million subs getting declined. What do you mean?
Okay, yeah, but that's because they're applying wrong. I swear to
Yeah.
God, they're just not
No,
doing
they're
something.
applying right. It's RNG.
Are you sure?
Fine,
Dude, look
okay.
at Raves. Raves is 100K on both
Yeah, but no
YouTube
offense to
and
Raves,
100K
but
on
like he gained
Twitter.
all his followers probably years ago. By the way, if you don't know who Raves is, he's the owner of or one of the co-owners
Obey
of Obey
Alliance.
Alliance. He should
gets-
get verified, right? Don't
He
get
does
me
get more
wrong.
impressions. He
but-
still does get more impressions.
Yeah, because he's 100,000 plus
Probably, yeah.
like followers.
Or-
But
or
like,
You'd expect
interactions.
that.
if Raves applied as like a notable figure, like as a YouTuber or whatever, he's gonna get denied, right? But
But he applies as
staff
I
or
know.
owner of Obey, he should have got
Yeah,
accepted.
That's how Sid got it. That's how
Yeah.
Leon.
I don't.
So-
Yeah, it all depends on the moderator you get. It's really weird, but yeah.
Yeah.
The only ones you can really complain about, from what I've seen, is Leon getting verified. We'll tell you who Leon is in a minute.
No, I wouldn't
And
complain.
Not
I think
complain. You're just like, what? Why? And
Here's
Java.
the thing here's the thing is anyone who I've seen got verified, right? Except for the weirdos with like 200 followers. I won't get into that. But like,
Mhm.
if you got verified, you deserve it. I'm not gonna
99% of the time, I agree.
I'm not gonna play the jealousy card.
No,
and
no, I know, I
play
know.
someone's verification. I'm not saying
I
you do,
would
I'm just
say,
saying-
like, if I was gonna run Twitter, I would make it so, no offense, but people like Leon can't get verified that easily. But still, respect. He's the social media manager of Obey Alliance, by the way. So he got
What
it
I think
because he
what you're
applied
trying
it.
to get at is not about Leon getting verified, but why is Leon getting verified now before anyone
Yeah, that's more what I'm trying to say.
else, in
Yeah.
a sense, right? I see that because here's the thing: Leon he's a credible source. Yeah, he might not have the follower count, but he has that background.
Yeah,
Right.
but like, if let's say Obey picked up some random social media manager and paid them $100 a month, that's what most of these esports teams do. Not gonna lie, anyone can get verified. You just have to apply right and get
Well, look
accepted.
at TSM Brandon, right? He's a video editor for TSM. Got verified. He got unverified a week later.
Yeah, that's the only time I've heard about.
I didn't even know
you
you
getting
can get
unverified.
unverified.
And then there was
Mhm.
not just TSM Brandon. There was another. I believe it was like a graphic designer. Like Twitter hates graphic designers and video editors supposedly. Because another one got verified.
But they like
as
social media managers.
unverified.
Yeah,
Right? It's a weird concept, right? But
yeah.
I think a good tip for people trying to get verified is have I think is just be a credible source.
Be a credible source.
Yeah.
Not a credible source. Be a credible person. Be have I don't know, man. It's not people are like clout chasing the whole verification thing.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
mostly just
You know.
trying and applying with like the right thing
That's all it is.
that make you look.
Yeah,
Right.
it's RNG,
It's
but
not even
like,
like you have to be credible.
super
Yeah.
RNG.
no, but you just use the right things. Like, the main reason why we think Java got verified is because he's in the title of the article
Title,
that he
yeah.
linked. It was a pro series. He was the first player drafted, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bit like you get it. Like that's the controlled RNG. We're part of Obey Alliance. It's controlled RNG. Shorpies with global breakout. With that argument, though, everyone on GB should get verified, right?
No,
So
but no one's as big as Shorpy on Global.
Croc, Planet Micro.
Yeah, but I
He's as
still
big as
think-
Shorpy. He is.
Planet
straight up.
Micro uses as much Twitter as Shorpy, or vice versa. I don't
They
know.
they both use Twitter.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
I
also
feel
like yeah.
when that's when like the kind of like the bit of the RNG part comes in. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
for
what
sure.
Shorpy applied with. But
Yeah, I don't know what he applied with either. That's what I was saying
I'm
at the
sure Micro
beginning.
will get it soon too, though.
If you apply correctly, if Micro applies the same way Shorpy did, he should get it too.
Yeah, probably.
But it's
Yeah.
RNG though. You have to understand.
Yeah, well, I talked
It's
to
gonna fall
Sandstorm and
apart.
Boomy, by the way. Sandstorm and Boomy, I know that they applied the same way I did. They both got denied.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's RNG.
It's-
It's hella RNG.
So they instead of linking the Pro Series article, they should have linked like them winning a tournament,
Because
right?
on paper, Sandstorm has more subs. He has more followers.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm being
Yeah.
honest.
On everything.
The only
Why would
difference-
bro, why would I be mad? Like I know that.
Back up though. Back up.
Yeah.
Mad, bro?
The only difference
How
between
bad?
you guys is you're on a pro team. He's not.
Yeah.
Which, here's the thing. A pro team is to make the player, right? I guess in Twitter's eyes, they're just like, well, if you're not in a pro team, you're not a pro. Which is stupid. It's a stupid
Agreed. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
ideology. That's not true, right?
Yeah.
But that's just Twitter's eyes. You know?
Yeah.
But again, it kind of goes back to the credible part because they see that you're in an org that is verified, that is credible. They're
With
like, okay,
400,000 followers.
Yeah,
One of
and
the
they're like,
biggest
okay,
orgs,
if you're
yeah.
for this organization, you're probably good at the game, you're probably credible, blah blah blah. We'll verify you. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's
I mean, like,
most likely it.
A big reason
Yeah.
of being an org that's like as big as Obey Alliance and if not bigger is like you don't even need to get paid sometimes. Like it just looks good. It just looks good.
Yeah, on
It
paper,
looks so
good.
professional.
for any player, like, that's why they've got a huge streaming side, and we
Yeah.
got the whole Brawlhalla content creators and such. But
But yeah,
You I'll
mm-hmm.
tell you, I think it's, that plays a huge factor in it, just based on what we've seen with that whole Twitter verification meta.
Yeah.
But
Well, like,
Yeah.
look on the outside. Let's say I'm somebody. I have absolute no idea what's a good, let's say Formula One racing. I have no idea what the esports scene is like. If I looked at some random person's Twitter and saw that they were a professional player for like, I don't know, some phase, right? Then I would think that person's legit, even though they might not
Yeah,
be the
probably.
best in the business.
In
So
the
the
game.
people, yeah, in the
That's
game.
phase.
Yeah, because it's
But
phase.
it's
Because
the
it's Obey.
branding.
It's the branding. Yeah. It looks so good.
mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely a good example. And I mean,
Well, it's
Yeah,
funny
so-
you say that as well. I want to look up really quick on my phone. I want to see what Foda's Twitter bio is. Because does he like link at Brawlhalla in his bio or does it say BMG?
it's
Director
of
esports
Let me
for
check.
Brawlhalla BMG.
Okay, he should get
So
verified.
both.
He's just he's not requesting it properly then. He probably just applied wrong.
I was able to tell someone else at BMG to how to do it, and they're, I guess, passing it along. So hopefully this next time they get verified. So
Yeah. They'll get it by BCX time. They can apply once a
Oh.
month.
hopefully,
So yeah.
so
For sure. I'll be surprised if they don't.
I guess on the last topic, and this is, I guess, going to be the biggest one, the Battle Pass. I'm sure a lot of people skip to this part in the video to listen to us talk about the Battle Pass. I guess, right, we haven't seen everything, but what are your thoughts overall, either of you?
I like this battle pass already more than the last one. Like it's first of all, like they did a really cool thing about how they let like content creators reveal certain parts, certain skins.
Mhm.
I think that was a good thing that they should keep doing. Cause correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember them doing that last time.
They did it last time. They did it every time.
Really?
Yeah.
To the extent they did it this time.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That was. I do not remember them doing that last
It's
time.
okay. They did that every time. They started with a small group of partner creators, and they've added to every single Battle Pass. They didn't add to the last Battle Pass, but they added to this time. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cause yeah.
I like this Battle Pass. The only thing I don't like about it, and I'll say this publicly, is I don't like the Tier 85 skin. I think the last 3 skins have been better.
Really?
I don't like the Diana skin. I think the brand was
So
phenomenal.
good.
You're a Diana hater.
I'm
Okay, you're right
That's
though.
it's such a good Diana
Bryn was
skin.
cracked
the
though.
Bryn was cracked. The Nyx was cracked. Oh my god, Retro Reaper Nyx is so cool. And the
Really
Hattori
nice,
was cracked.
The only
Yeah.
thing bad about the last battle pass with Bryn was all the Bryn thighs memes. I won't get into that though, but
What do you mean? Those are the best. That's the best part.
shut up, dude. Oh my god. Everyone was like,
You don't like
every time I
Bryn?
was on Twitter,
I'm
People are like,
glad.
Bryn
I'm glad I
thighs. I'm
didn't
like-
come across these.
I didn't see
Oh,
them
yeah.
either. What are you on?
Yeah.
What part of Twitter
Yeah,
are you on?
Dude, I'm on.
What side of
Brawl
Twitter are
Twitter.
you
You're on Brawl
There's
Twitter. Okay, that's
there's
some
all
Rule
over
34 type shit.
Brawl after
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
Brawl after dark. Yeah.
For
So,
real.
people were sipping over Bryn. I mean, it was just.
Tax, I guess.
You know what?
Yo,
I
how
don't
old
wanna
is
talk
Bryn?
about it.
Wait, let me.
I don't wanna talk about
I don't know, man, but Twitter's mad weird.
Bryn
but,
Brawlhalla age. Give me a
I don't-
second.
that's-
It's gonna say like 5, I swear to God.
It's not gonna say
That'd be
five.
mad weird, dude. Ew.
It doesn't
Is she like a
say.
warrior?
She
Probably
came out
like
in 2015. I'm calling her 6.
Oh, that's. Dude, FBI, open up.
FBI.
You know? But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm excited. I'm excited with that.
Did you see the map they leaked?
Yes, I did.
So the
Foda-
competitive one, right?
I didn't see this one. What?
Foda got shat on by a bot on the dev stream.
Okay, I didn't see that. I just saw the map.
So here's what happened. I
Okay,
just want
okay.
to explain real quick.
Okay.
So I'm watching this dev stream. I'm watching it with Hamo,
Mm-hmm.
and Foda's like, "Hey, I'm doing my whole, his own reveal, which was on the dev stream. The esports dev
Yeah.
stream was on Monday, right?" And he joined in the game and then got a bot. It was like just a regular bot, not even a chosen. I don't even think it was a chosen. Dude, lost to a bot, and everyone's making fun of him.
Was it chosen or extreme or hard?
It was.
It
an
had
easy
to have
bot.
been chosen.
No, it was not. I swear it wasn't a chosen bot. I don't.
Foda was rank 1 in Brawlhalla back in
Dude,
2015.
Yeah.
Foda was getting clapped.
Sal, I don't know if you know
It was-
this, or the viewers. Foda was originally a pro player.
No, you told me
It
this.
just
And
sound- I just
then
found it
got
really
added to
funny.
BNG.
I just, I
No,
I
even
love
I
Foda. It
can
was
be
just
the
funny.
chosen bot. I don't.
Okay, yeah,
understand.
but you're platin. You just cheese it. Like
You ain't a chosen bot, Sahil.
you ain't,
Well,
you
hold on,
aren't
first
as
of all,
good as a
first of all,
chosen
first of all,
I'm
bot.
taking fat
Cheese
L's.
it,
You
cheese
can't
it
even
or
get a
not,
diamond.
I beat it 10 out of 10 times.
No, you
okay?
do not beat a chosen bot 10 out of 10 times.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, remember, no, Cole, remember when we didn't have Wi-Fi for like 4 or 5 days when we moved in here?
Were you just playing chosen bot? Were you that down bad?
Yeah, I
You
wanted
couldn't
to
play Brawlhalla for 4 days.
You know what?
This guy went to
I want-
Toronto. Okay, we're from Toronto, by the way. And he went back home. And he went home for like a week. And he's like, bro, I need to play Brawlhalla. This guy installed Brawlhalla Mobile, okay, just to play
I
Brawlhalla.
was down bad.
You were down bad. Brawlhalla Mobile's good, but if you have a PC, just play that. But nah, this guy was so
Yeah.
down bad. You are a Brawlhalla addict, okay? And I'm saying
Okay.
that.
But
I have
let-
5,000 hours.
Let me just say this. When we didn't have Wi-Fi in this house because we just moved in, there were some issues for 5 days. All I did was play chosen bots, and I'll tell you right now, I can beat chosen bots 10 out of 10 times.
Okay.
It's not hard to do.
Mhm.
Some were close, some weren't, but I am very surprised that Foda lost to any bot,
Damn.
honestly. Because again, Cole told me that he used to be ranked.
I don't have a
Brawlhalla
cap
like
in my room.
2015.
I just hear cap. I only hear cap, bro. I only hear cap.
Bro!
I only hear cap. You could not beat it 10 times in a row.
This
This guy can't hit downlight recovery on Spear
Believe
at
what
all.
you want to.
Oh,
This guy
What?
cannot hit daylight recovery on Spear,
I
but he
can't-
claims to
you
beat
know
a
what?
chosen bot. No.
is this like
I
a
can-
dick measuring contest?
You-
Yes, it is. It is. This guy cannot hit true
Yo,
combos.
go.
Yeah,
measure
I
it.
have.
Bro, I've seen you whiff daylight serum more than you've hit it on Spear. I swear to God. I
First
love
of
you,
all-
Sal, but like, bro.
Well, you know what? Even if I do that, I still beat it. You've seen me beat
This guy
chosen
doesn't
bot
hit
before.
daylight serum
You
10
beat
out
a
of
chosen
10.
bot. I beat a chosen bot in front of you. You were in my room when we
Yeah,
had the
probably
I'll
ultimate.
tell you
once.
this,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
is this new map, like
It looks competitive.
Oh,
Can you
I'm
send me a
gonna say
photo or
this.
something?
I'm gonna say the new competitive map, it's underwhelming.
Well, like, every competitive map should be underwhelming.
I know, like why can't they switch it up? Yeah.
Because we don't want King's Path. We don't want
Yeah,
King's
exactly.
Pass in tournament again. That's all.
Yeah, but like, what a. Okay, that'd be controversial. I was gonna say a competitive map with a ceiling, but
No.
that's
No.
like some
No.
Feywild shit.
No,
I
because
mean,
it caters to one weapon more than others. Horizontal weapons more
Yeah.
than vertical.
It
'Cause
is
vertical
literally-
weapons
that's
can't
literally
kill
an
then.
unfair
you get
advantage,
good
yeah.
follow.
Bro, a sword would have to rely on Sarah to kill.
Yeah, and that would take so long.
Like, yes, I agree that, like, maps should be different, but competitively speaking, there's ways to make a competitive map different and still be like good. Like one thing they could do is imagine a map with like no edge. That would be interesting to try.
No edge.
No wall, no wall. Just like stage and then like the triangles that slides. That would be cool.
What do you mean the triangles that?
You know those like those edges that like you don't actually touch like on the wall, like you just slide. Like like Twilight, how it has like the side, the corner that you can like bounce off. Like the bottom of Small Brawl, I think, yeah. You know how maps have angles that you can't touch, like slopes that like. So imagine just a map that was like an upside down triangle. So main stage and then just two slopes.
So you can't even touch the wall at all.
Yeah.
That's awful.
It would be so interesting to try out. Just an experimental.
So hard to actually, they should try it on like experimental.
Yeah, you try it out, see if people like it, and if they think
an entire mechanic from the game.
Yeah, but like to remove an entire mechanic just from a map striking would be interesting.
As a joke, it'd be good.
Well, it's a counter pick. It's a counter pick. It's interesting.
Yeah, no,
it's no different than how Shipwreck removes the soft platform. You're removing an entire mechanic from the game.
Yeah,
or like
but but that's not really a good comparison because like
it's a different level of
smaller,
mechanic.
Smaller mechanic than literally getting.
But it would make it that type of map would make it incredibly difficult to touch back the stage and would give so much reward to whoever has grounded advantage state. So it would remove sharking completely.
Yeah. It would, yeah.
Hardy's done. Like, Brawlhalla, please. He's done.
You're out of here.
Yeah.
Man, did not just say that. Oh no.
And it'd be so much easier to edge guard against weapons too, because you have no advantage state below. You just wait and then you just catch them when they come back, and that's all.
But another thing is like you can literally have a health advantage, but if you get someone like off the stage, you get someone off stage and you just gimp them, like.
Also,
all like kind of like the effort you put into developing damage on stage, it just goes to crap because you.
What do you mean?
That happened.
Like you can't get back to stage?
Yeah.
Well, no, most people can still get back to stage. When you hit somebody, you get a chase dodge. So chase dodge straight up. Then you have your jump still because you hit someone. Then you Sares or recoveries, and you're fine. And you just make the walls close like Small Brawl. So it's easy to get back.
Maybe, but I still think you could like.
There's ways to do it.
Could lose.
No, the better player is never going to lose. That's not how it works. Unless it's like a best of one. If it's a best of 5 or more, the better player does not lose very often.
Yeah, but how often is it a best of 5? In top 16 of tournaments?
Whenever it counts, it's a best of 5. Like, whenever it really matters. Rank doesn't matter.
What do you mean rank doesn't matter?
Well, rank does not, it's not tournament. It's not for money. It doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I mean... Y'all whack, I'll tell you that.
Sal, they could make any map, okay? The better player wins. No matter what. You just have to be better at playing on that map.
Well, yeah, but see, that's like an asterisk.
Bro, you're more likely to get cheesed when there is an edge when there isn't an edge. Like, Hardy just runs and sharks sometimes against me. He's a great player, don't get me wrong.
Salty about getting sharked by Hardy.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'll play this man in tournament. This man is so good in tournament, but he feels the need to piss me off, okay?
What's funny
is
Hardy complains about sharking the most and then sharks the most.
I know, Hardy does complain about sharking the most. It's so funny.
I love Hardy.
He's like, well, she's just sharking me. I'm like, no, well, you're doing the same. Don't teach him. But, like, okay, another map idea I had is, like, there used to be a map, you don't remember this, Sal, but you remember Karma. It was identical to Miami, and it was called Ice Cream Edge. Okay? It was an experimental
map. Like an Ice Cream Edge?
You can look it up. The oldest version of Ice Cream Edge used to have a soft platform that would go in and out of the stage on the wall. I swear to God. Okay? So imagine imagine a map like Small Brawl. Okay, and then imagine a soft platform going in and out from like the center, going vertically.
That would
be cool.
Oh, I see what you mean. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yo, I have an idea.
Like having soft platforms go in and out of the stage, that would be cool to incorporate in some maps. And you could do it competitively if you do it with like one soft platform. Maybe two.
I think this map is still a thing in experimental.
So
Ice Cream Edge is not a thing in experimental.
What's the map in the game where it's like the two platforms and then like the bridge? What is that called?
Thunder.
That'd be a cool like competitive map.
But yeah, the Ice Cream Edge pictures, by the way, it was old Miami. It still didn't have that old soft platform. It was really old. This was like 2016 stuff.
Like that'd be so good. That'd be so cool.
Wait, say that one more time, Nick. Sorry, I was looking up.
Thunder Guard. Thunderguard is a competitive map.
No.
No.
No. Do you know why?
That's such a
Are you
bad
talking about
map.
the right map? Hold on.
The one with the
Thunderguard.
gap in the middle.
Yeah.
Where you can literally fall
With a
through
soft
the soft
platform on the
platform
top.
in the middle.
It is not
Dude, that'd be a
competitive.
cool comp.
It used to be
No.
comp, and it got removed for a reason.
Thank
What?
God
So
it
why
did.
was it removed?
Because a lot of attacks, when a soft platform goes against an edge like that, it creates a lot of weird situations. And there's a
Okay.
lot of times where it like glitch and whatnot. It was super weird.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah.
that.
And also that also
thank God.
increases the amount of areas you can actually be on a wall by 2. So like getting
Yeah.
back to stage, for instance, the player who's in disadvantage could also go under the map and through.
Yeah,
Or
and
to the
you
far
just get
side. But that makes it so a player in disadvantage state has more advantage. So it makes
Literally,
it
yeah.
more off-stage gameplay, which I think is unhealthy. Because some weapons like Lance literally can't play off-stage unless you're in disadvantage state. It's weird. Lance is so bad off-stage in advantage state only.
Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Lance is some
Yeah.
great thing.
Here we go again.
Bro, this is... Okay,
At
the
it
more you listen to this
again.
podcast, you're going to hear me rant about Lance and whatnot and
You
things
just
I really care
bitch
about.
Lance.
Oh, yeah. Lance is phenomenal at building...
I'll tell you what everyone will say in the comments. Like,
Okay.
you know what? You can bitch about Lance and all that. Why don't you just play someone else?
No, I love Lance. Let me talk.
Why don't you just do it?
No, I'm not bitching about Lance. Listen. Let me
It's
talk.
that simple.
Don't
It's that
assume what
simple.
I'm saying. Let me talk.
You just made him whip out his lance.
Nah,
on
Sal.
4K.
Don't say that. Don't say that on my podcast.
I just said it. I'll say it again.
Okay. You're canceled. No. But, okay. So, Lance can build up damage better than almost any weapon in the game. I freaking love it on stage. But off stage, your option is dare. And when you dare, you put yourself below your opponent if you whiff. It's so risky, and you have no options when you're above your opponent. Every single option you do puts you in that disadvantage state if you miss. You cannot miss. But if, let's say you're on guitars, okay? Jump nair. You're fine. Let's say you're on gauntlets. Ground pound is pretty instant, but you could also jump ground pound, and you're still above your opponent. Sword, jump dare. You can even jump dare on gauntlets as well. Axe, jump dare. If I do jump dare on Lance, I'm down. Like,
What if you miss a jump nair on Lance?
nair doesn't hit below. What do you mean? The opponent's below, I'm above. My only option is
Oh,
weapon
you're talking
throw
about-
or dare. That's it. I can't spike my opponents. I have no advantage state. It's too risky.
Lance is
So I'll only go for something if they waste the dodge. It's literally trash from an advantage state. But when I'm in disadvantage state, when I'm off stage and below your opponent, right? I've got nair, I've got recovery, I can dodge through, I got Sarah to get back to stage. Like, Lance is good off stage at making it back, but at confirming kills, it is the worst weapon in my opinion. Every weapon is something, I swear, except Lance. Jump dare on spear. Jump dare on
That's not
great
good
sword.
killing on stage either.
We actually have notes for this podcast, and I realized something that needs to be said that's not on the notes, and I think it's very
Okay.
important when it comes to this battle pass.
Sure.
Is someone made a tweet on Twitter, and I want to find that tweet, and I want to credit them somehow at some point, maybe if I can find it.
What's this about?
Where they were like they were tracking the days of when each legend was announced, right? So like Onyx was like 100 days, and then
I think I saw
for
this one.
Reno
I
was
didn't
like
see this.
100 days. So like each legend release was like had like 100 days in between.
Mhm.
And since the last legend release, it was like it's been like 80 days supposedly. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact
around
numbers.
Well, yeah,
but
the next patch after
we're around the
Battle
time right
Pass.
now where we need a new legend just based on the statistics.
No,
So-
that makes sense. I said it. We did a you were with me. We did a Battle Pass Legends like new legend info video because it felt like it was around the time a new legend should get released. So it will be
Would they
Battle
do
Pass.
Would they do a legend with a battle pass?
No.
though? Like
No,
that'd be pretty sick.
because
They wouldn't do it.
no, they usually announce a legend a week before it comes out. They tease it with some Twitter teasers, and then the Tuesday they show off the legend.
Well, they're
and
not
then
always
they
gonna do the
release it.
same stuff. They're not gonna be bland, you know.
Yeah, but why would you combine?
Coslic's content.
Why would you
know?
combine all the hype into one patch? Like,
Yeah, it's a good. It's
I
kind
don't
of like a
even know
good
what
like
you
you know
said, I
hey
don't
you know
wanna know.
create like kind of like stir the pot and then reveal it.
roasted you. It's a meme, but
okay,
It's
Thomas
okay.
are gonna love that.
Yeah, for real.
So-
But yeah,
Don't get
no,
bullied out.
you don't like if you have a new legend in the battle pass, I'd much rather them split the two off than keep
For
them
sure,
together.
for sure.
It helps with hype on YouTube videos and whatnot. It's
I want a Lance guitar legend.
I do too. My second best weapon is Katars or Orb, I swear to God.
Lance Guitars would be
Lance
so
Katars, Lance Orb, one of the two. I need
crazy,
Lance
though.
something, okay? Vector
Someone
was
said
cool.
Lance
but-
Cannon. Would you play Lance Cannon?
Lance
Probably.
Cannon? Depending
Lan-
on the stats.
Dude, Lance Cannon would be. Wait, Lance
Cannon
Gauntlets.
plays similar to Lance, so.
Ooh.
Yeah, I played Lance.
Lance Gauntlets.
My
Or
gauntlets?
Lance-
Oh no, my gauntlets are trash. I don't like them.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you
I
can
feel
learn
like you could
guns.
get good.
I could, but
Get
unless
good,
the
kid. You're
SIGs
just
were really
trying.
good.
Get good.
Okay, the one thing I'll say, okay, Vector is one of the most underrated legends in Brawlhalla, but I hate Lance
These are
Downsig.
so trash.
It's just Lance Downsig. Just dude, change Lance Downsig. I will main Vector. Metagame Mike, if you listen, okay, you need to convince TWK. Okay, you made Vector. Okay, so you want to see Vector in gameplay. I will play Vector if Lance Downsig gets a rework or a huge buff. The stats on Vector, it's low dex, it's similar to
Really?
Ulgrim, really good stats. The bow kit is phenomenal, but Lance Downsig is absolutely useless. I swear to God. Oh, okay.
I
I'm
wouldn't
done
say
my
it's
rant.
useless, but it's horrible.
It's useless. If you use that, you don't expect to actually land a hit. It's a joke. I'm not kidding.
I saw this video. I don't think it was an egg soup video. It was like worst SIGs for every weapon, and like this is a quote. I think he said the only reason you would ever land that SIG is because no one expects you to throw that SIG up because it's so bad.
That's what they said about Ulgrim Lance Downsig, and then Vector Lance Downsig came out.
Mhm.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess. Also, what do you guys think of the progression skin on the Battle Pass, the Mordek skin?
It's pretty clean. I think it's pretty clean.
They're
I'm
just-
kind of mad it's a Mordek skin, but the skin itself is pretty clean.
What was the skin last Battle Pass?
What do you
There was-
mean?
There was no progression skin.
There was a
Was there?
progression skin. What was the progression skin?
Make-
It was a
Mako.
guitar skin. Yeah, well, yeah, Mako, you're right.
Mako.
Was it Mako?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what?
it was.
It's Mako.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Oh,
the
well.
progression skins, I remember the Petra one. That one was sick. I love the Petra one.
Petra one from which?
It's the first Battle Pass you went around.
From Synthwave.
Oh.
No, Petra was the first one.
Wait, not Synthwave. What was it called? I forget.
I don't know the Hattori.
The Battle Pass.
The first Battle Pass.
The original
We'll
one.
leave it at that.
I don't know the name.
OG.
What was the Synthwave one?
I don't remember.
Dude, it's been so
Val.
long.
It was Val. That was also
Who's that?
sick.
That was
Val, Petra, those were sick. I did not remember the Mako. Mordex, I get. He's one of, if not the most popular legends in Brawlhalla because Sandstorm.
Yeah, but
I like the first two more. I don't know. This Battle Pass is good. I love the design. It's just the skins that they chose. I don't play them, so it doesn't really excite me.
like I really like the concept of the lore idea.
Yeah, I like that concept. I don't know. I think the concept is better than the last Battle Pass, but I think
For
the
sure.
tier 85 skin is better, and like that's like what I think of when the Battle Pass.
I think the concept's better and like the skins, like everything about this battle pass is better than the last one, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I have to see it like all like at once. And
Yeah,
then
same.
maybe.
But so far, I like this one better.
Oh, I like the emotes of the last Battle Pass a ton. The boat emote.
I like
oh.
the emotes. This battle
Oh.
pass emotes are so good. What?
Are there any team emotes? I can't remember. There's the
Well, we don't-
campfire with the stick, but
We don't know if that's. Do we know if they're team emotes?
I don't know.
know for sure. don't
I
think-
hope there's a team emote. The
I'll
team
be
ones are the
surprised
best.
if there's a team emote. Yeah.
Bro, I love that. I love the boat, bro. I'll like be taking stocks and just
Dude,
rowing a boat
my-
on my enemies. Like it's
No,
great.
you know, my favorite one is the one where like you drive into the sunset with that car, the synthwave one. That
Oh.
one's so nice.
That was
That one's
sick.
good.
I love
like
that one.
I
That
feel
was
like
just-
that's like okay. That's like Carly Rae Jepsen Call Me Maybe. It's a banger, but I've done it so often that like
I love
Dude.
it.
I
You just got that
use it
song,
too much.
dude. I'm gonna be thinking about that song all night now.
Call me
Hey,
maybe.
I just met you.
And
And
this
this
is...
Hey,
crazy.
Yo, guys,
crazy.
5,000 no, 2,000 likes. We'll do karaoke S3,
Call me maybe.
and we'll live stream it. Okay.
And
Oh,
Bob. No,
no.
Hamo will sing it. We'll make Hamo sing it.
Hama's too good at
Bro,
singing.
we
We
all
need some
suck
bad
at singing.
singers.
we
Yeah,
Rex
we
it. Rex
are-
is cracked.
oh
Rex is cracked.
Yeah.
Cracked like as in like
This
good
is-
cracked or like trash.
Bit of both.
This has been fun, guys.
I guess
Really
one more
fun.
thing. Release date on the Battle Pass. I don't know if you guys saw, but
Oh, we
next
haven't talked
week.
about
When
that?
is it?
Next week. Next
is it?
week.
Next week.
Next
Like,
week. I think Wednesday or something. That's what they said on the dev stream.
That's how
that's
you.
gonna be a-
I'm like,
Yeah, I think we talked about everything, guys. First
Yeah.
podcast felt pretty natural. It's gonna get better and better as we keep these up. We'll be posting every single Wednesday, every single week, as long as I don't get lazy and figure it out. But also clips of this podcast are probably going to be on this channel. The clips aren't going to be posted right away. I got to figure out someone to post the clips for me. It's a big undertaking, so I'm probably going to have to pay someone. If you enjoyed this I cannot talk. If you enjoyed this podcast, make sure. Yeah, bro, I have so many takes when I do YouTube videos. I swear to God, I cannot speak properly.
Just stuttering, like
Yeah, it's doesn't come natural. I'll go
Yeah.
into Kozlik's backstory on the next podcast of why I can't talk. But there's no reason, but like, anyways, if you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Definitely do that. I already mentioned to subscribe, but please do it if you want to see more podcasts like this. Check out Sahil and Mind of Karma. Their ads are on the screen right now. Also, probably down below if I don't get lazy. And we'll see you guys all next week.
Peace
Have a good one.
out.
Peace.
Adios.
Adios. Doo-doo-doo.